Hey everyone, it's Macy here. Welcome to today's video and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be checking out some of the items I hauled the other day from Ulta. These aren't really new items, but they're new for me, so I definitely want to try them out on camera and kind of see you know, if they're good or not, and then you can also see if they're good as well. I can get everything for the entire face, but I am gonna, you know, fill in the missing, you know, makeup pieces using my own collection. But I'm definitely gonna try these new items out and hope you enjoy and just join me along with my testing journey. So one of my friends actually works at Ulta, and she gave me a little sample of the Lorac Perfection Mattifying Face Primer. And I don't know if you know me, I have said before that I don't really use primer, mainly because it doesn't really work, I guess, for me for some reason. I think that, like, you know, putting any like additional like silicone primer, moisturizing primer, or anything under my skin doesn't really help to adhere it to my skin. So I mean, I don't think it will work, but you know, we'll give it a shot because I'm always looking for a great primer to use, and we will try this out. The only primer that's really, like, you know, worked for me is this Smashbox Photo Finish primer, the one that's like silicone-y. And it's not that it works for me, it doesn't do anything bad, but it also moisturizes and helps to kind of fill in lines. So this one kind of looks like the Smashbox as well. It's very, very silicone-y. So it might just work for my skin, which is kind of nice. So we're gonna put that on. And it's super smooth, actually. It almost feels a lot thicker than the Smashbox one. So hopefully it helps to mattify me throughout the day because I'm super oily. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my foundation, and then we're going to go on with the next product that I have. I'm going to use this new product I purchased as well. This is a Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I have the shade in 25 Medium. Looks like it comes with just a seal that you can open up. So I'm just going to open it halfway because I don't really want to get all the loose powder out. That's what the color looks like. It actually looks pretty dark, honestly, so hopefully it won't be too dark for me. Oh yeah, that's a little too dark. Okay, so I'm gonna take my powder brush and I'm actually just gonna set my face with it. Not too bad. Feels really good. I like that it has like a color to it, so it can kind of give me some color all around, but it doesn't really match my neck as well, so I'm gonna pull this down. It looks pretty flawless. Not too bad. So I finished up highlighting and contouring, and you know, the powder did really set my foundation pretty well, but I do find that it does give you know, a tad bit of color to your face. So just note that it, you know, is translucent, but it has a little bit of a coverage with the color, and so this is hopefully supposed to help with shine later on today. We'll see how that works, and it gives a fresh, natural look. So I'm going to highlight right now with the Maybelline Master Chrome. I didn't get this in this haul, but I did purchase it recently, so I wanted to kind of show how that looks on the skin. This is the Molten Rose Gold, which matches my shirt today. So pretty. Some of the other products I was actually really interested in today with trying out is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Brow Color. This is what that is, and I got it in the shade Dark. I did also get two of the Maybelline brow products. I think the one with the little stub spoolie, the Total Temptation, I think this one's definitely new. And I got this in deep brown. And we also have the Brow Precise Perfecting Highlighter, which is a brow highlight for under your eyebrow. The reason why I wanted to get this is because sometimes I don't really like grabbing a concealer brush, getting concealer and kind of concealing under my brows, because I feel like that's just a little too much for me. At least I'm a little too lazy to do that. So I wanted to try out something that might be a little bit easier in highlighting your under eyebrows. So we're actually going to be using both of these today. I'm going to be using one on one side and the other on the other side, just so you can see that kind of the comparison between like a felt tip brow product versus a just, you know, the regular eyebrow pencil, because I'm wondering if this would be too like tattoo like or too unnatural compared to the other, but I do want to try it because I want my brows to be more precise, like carved out. So hopefully they work. So I'm going to be doing these two right now. So this is what the Stila looks like, and we'll do a quick swatch. That one is in dark. I can't stand when packaging is like all over the product because it's really hard for me to open, even going down the dotted lines. I can't get it. So I swatched these three guys. This one is the Stila. This is my first swatch with the Stila. This is actually right after I washed my hands with soap and water. And it did fade a little bit, but it definitely is still there. And this one is the Maybelline Total Temptation in deep brown. So I finally got them out of the package. Oh my god, that was so hard. We're gonna zoom in and start with the Stila. And this one's supposed to be waterproof and hopefully it's going to stay all day. That's the felt tip. Oh my god. It's really smooth, and I feel like I'm missing. I'm not putting it in the right place. I feel like I'm really scared to use this near the front of my brow because it's really pigmented. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to not put that near the front of my brow, and I'm going to just use a regular brow brush and just kind of fade it a little bit because I don't want that beginning part to be too pigmented. And it does seem like it's fading it out pretty well. Not too bad. I'd say the shade itself is definitely a brown color. You know, sometimes we have dark colors that are like too reddish or too orangey, but I actually really like how that applied, and it looks really clean. Like, it doesn't look like I'm, you know, I messed up or anything. I'm gonna put a little bit on the top again. And I'm just a person that doesn't have brows, so like I really do invest in my brows to get something good. It seems like the color itself goes on like reddish, but then when it dries down it actually looks brown, so we'll see. I feel like this is more of a like glam look though. If you want, like, you know, your brows to be on point, then that's what you want. So we're gonna try the other one because I don't look great right now. So the Total Temptation looks like, when I was swatching it earlier, it does seem to have a waxy feel to it, and it feels like it kind of tugs, which I do like because that means you don't get that much product on your brows. But we'll see. It's going on pretty well. It seems to skip a tiny bit, like you can kind of see it's skipping a tiny bit. Maybe that's for the brow wax in it. Okay, so I can't really seem to get the front portion to be lighter than the rest of it, so I'm actually going to take this brow brush again and kind of sparse it out a little bit. Not too bad. It kind of looks like my other brow, which is pretty good. They both look really good. But it is getting crumbly. I don't know if you can see it, but at the top, like right here, it kind of crumbles a tad bit, so let's try this little teeny bitty itty bitty spoolie, see if that helps at all. And I don't mind a small spoolie, I mean, gets the job done, so yeah. This side isn't as clean, I feel, and it kind of crumbled a little bit when I did apply it. And it kind of took off some of the brow product that was already there. You can see it's kind of like a bald spot. But this one didn't. But I do find that on both, I did need to kind of use, you know, my brush for the front to make it look a little bit more natural. But yeah. Next up we have our brow highlighter. This one is in medium. I wanted to actually get the light, but then didn't have it. So this is what that one looks like. And I'll swatch it as well right next to the other one. Wow, that's actually really creamy. It's actually a little too creamy though. I would like it if it were more like tacky, I guess. It would stay. You see that like streak right there? It's a little streaky too, so ooh, kind of scared. I guess you have to go this way whoa, down on my brow. So it like covered my hairs in concealer. So I think it's just a little too creamy. Oh god, what a mess. I don't know if you can see it, it got on my brows. Oh, alright, so let me grab concealer brush and just kind of try to blend that, because that, I don't know. I'm gonna use a spoolie to try to get all that concealer out of my hairs. Do you see a difference? I actually don't, so maybe that was a miss. I'm gonna actually try using just the brush itself and just using it to grab some product and then put it on my brow instead of the other method. And actually this looks like it's kind of coming on a lot better. Probably can't see a difference though, but yeah, not too bad. I think I might want to go a little lighter, not quite sure because you can't really see it. I think it kind of just looks like my skin color, but it did help to kind of define the brows a little bit. We're gonna move on to the eyeshadow, and I actually got the Morphe Eye Slay 6-piece brush collection in case. I think this is so beautiful. You have the rose gold casing, and then you get 6 brushes. It's $18, which is actually a pretty good deal. And Morphe brushes are really awesome. So the brushes themselves are also rose gold, which is beautiful. You get these guys. You have an angled brush, a crease brush, a flat top brush, a crease brush, a fluffy brush, and like a shadow, like a shading brush. So all that for 18 bucks. Doesn't seem too bad at all. We're going to be using these guys today with the palette that I purchased, which is the e.l.f. Matte for Matte eyeshadow palette. This has a lot of your kind of purples, nudes, and also like orangey colors as well. So that is going to be what we're using today. And this was also $10, which isn't too bad. These are all the shades. It's so beautiful. Those are all the shades. Looks beautiful. I really, really like them. Transition shade, we're actually going to start using this second one right here. Oh my god, that's so pigmented. Wow, do you see that? Holy crap. Wow, do you see that? Just from the transition shade. Okay, so I'm going to go into the next one. I'm actually going to use this darker pinkish shade, darker pinkish red shade. It looks so beautiful, and oh my god, look at this. I'm just gonna tap some off, and then let's go into my crease. I actually really like this brush, these brushes. Like, I have really small lids, so some brushes don't work for me, but these are going into my crease so well. Huh. They're better than the Morphe singles that I purchased, actually. Oh, so beautiful. I love the reddish pink. Alright, so I'm going to use a shader brush and then just start using the cream highlight shade and put that on my eyelids. It looks like. Alright, so I'm going to take the crease brush I used on that dark pink and start going to my crease again. So there is that. And I'm going to use this little precise crease brush here. And I'm going to go in with this dark brown shade. And just go into my crease a little bit more just to define it and go right under my eyes as well. That's awesome. I feel like I have a sunset on my eyes. Alright, so I finished my lashes, my eyeliner, and all that after these shadows. So we have one more item that we're going to try on today. This is the Flower Beauty Naked Blush. I believe it's their Petal Pout lip color. That's what that looks like. And I used to actually use these products right like when I was young and starting out makeup, and I actually really love these lipsticks because they're really pigmented. They actually do last a very long time. So let's try that on. It definitely matches my outfit and look today. Super rich and really creamy and pigmented, and it's very easy to apply. So that's how that looks. And I did notice before, like when I would use this product, that if you do have it for a very long time, it does in the inside of your mouth kind of bunch up together. So just be aware of that if you're using it for maybe over 4 or 5 hours, and just, you know, watch out for that. I feel like a lot of lipsticks do that, but I mean, but this one actually lasts a really long time without, you know, without the color coming off and without looking too like weird, I guess. Sometimes lipsticks can look really strange if you have them on for too long, so that's just what I think. So this is my final look. Okay, so final verdict. The Lorac Perfection Mattifying Face Primer, that was very nice. It was silicone based. It did feel like the Smashbox one, just a tiny bit thicker. Not as the Smashbox one isn't very liquidy, but the Lorac is a lot thicker and not as liquidy as the Smashbox. So if you're looking for something thicker, definitely check that out. I'll also let you know below in the description box if, you know, my face got really oily, if anything, you know, broke down with my foundation. So we will see. I did keep my foundation the same to see if the primer did work or didn't work. And right now I think my face looks awesome. So I'd give it a thumbs up for the primer. The Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, this little guy, it does make my skin look very soft and very smooth. I would just say the color wasn't very, didn't match me. It seemed more tan orange instead of yellow, which, you know, I do have strong yellow undertones, and it doesn't seem too cakey. So I would say meh. I mean, if you get your color match, then sure, go for it. I might just go a little bit lighter just because the one light medium, it looks like it has more of a yellow undertone than the medium, so I might just swap that out. The brow products, I really do love the Stila one. My brow looks very precise, very sleek. I did have a hard time going into the front of my brow to make it look more natural, but I just used you know, my eyebrow brush to kind of fill those gaps in. The other side, for the Maybelline Total Temptation, I did like it as well. I can't say for sure. I'd have to try a little bit more because it kind of skipped when it did apply, and it was a little bit crumbly when I was applying it, but it still looks really good. The color itself isn't too warm. It looks like my hair color, and I'd have to give this a little bit more time to see what I feel, and I'll also update you in the description box below as well on how both of these brow products last on my face, because the Stila is supposed to be all day and also supposed to be waterproof. I'd pass on the Brow Precise Perfecting Highlighter. This little guy is very it's right here. It's very pinkish, I guess. Like in person, it's very pinky. It comes off really easily. Like I just kind of swatched that, and it was like coming off of my my hand, and it didn't look very good under the eye. I think if you had like some like large pores or like brow hairs, it wouldn't look very good to kind of like make those stand out. So I definitely pass on it. When I was applying it as well, it was a little too creamy. I think if it was a more tacky consistency, kind of like just a regular concealer, I think it'd work better. So I'm probably just going to continue using a concealer underneath my brows. As for the e.l.f. palette, I love this guy. This is beautiful, and it was very, very pigmented. It was very easy to use. You seem to have a lot of different color schemes that you can use as well. You can do just some browns, some pinks, and there's a purple there, or even just taupey colors. So I think that it has a lot of variety for just being $10, which is awesome. And since they are so pigmented, I actually was surprised that the Morphe brushes that I purchased, the Islay Morphe brushes, they did a really good job at blending it out. You know, at the initial transition shade, I took a little bit too much, which you know was, I mean, not what I planned to, but the brushes, especially the crease brush that I use, it really blended it out like really well. Like it didn't look patchy or anything, it just blended it out really, really well. And the rest of the brushes are top notch. They're really, really good. I love Morphe brushes. I don't know if I'd be using the little angled brush that much, mainly because I don't really use like liquid eyeliners. I have felt tip liners, so I'm not quite sure how that worked, but I mean, it's in my collection anyway. And again, on the lipstick, I think it's beautiful. There's the shade again. It's really nice. Like it's not a warm pink, it's more of a cool tone, neutral pink color, not too bright as well. But I do love the Flower Beauty lipsticks. They do last a very long time and they look really good after wearing it throughout the day as well. So that is, it's probably a long video, but I really want to be really thorough about the products that I purchased and also very thorough about how they went on my face and on my eyes and everything like that. So I hope it was very helpful in your decision to purchase some of these products if you're hesitant or if you were just interested. So let me know if you have any questions. I will still update you down below on how everything wears, especially the eyebrows, because that's supposed to be waterproof and your girl needs eyebrows, so I gotta keep them all on all day. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. If you liked it, please feel free to subscribe, and I make new videos almost every week. I try my best to do it, to just keep people updated on life, on makeup and everything. So I will talk to you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.